One thing all of my friends know about me is that I am a major wine lover. And my husband is as well, and we have been collecting wines for years. And we've also been using this Ullo Wine Purifier for many years as well. It purifies any white, rosé, or red wine, and it filters all of the sulfites and histamines out of the wine while aerating it at the same time. When we discovered this, we thought, wow, this is such a great tool to have if you love wine, but you don't love the sulfites. Ullo uses a patented selective sulfite filter technology, and it removes any lingering bitterness that can sometimes occur with sulfites. And it also works as an aerator, which means it allows air to come into your wine and allows the flavors to open up. Certain wines need to be aerated more than others. For the most part, a lot of reds taste much better if they're aerated, and certain whites as well, but it's not necessary for every wine to aerate it. What's great about the Ullo filter is it gives you the option. Let me show you in a little more detail all the different parts of this filter and how it works. So it comes with this nice stand, which it sits perfectly in there like this. Great way to store it. And then if you notice, this opens and comes apart. And this is the filter inside of the Ullo. And when you put it in, you just want to make sure you snap it really nice and tight. If you don't snap it in, what can happen is when you go to filter your wine, the wine can start to come out of the sides of this piece down here, and you don't want that to happen. You can see here there's the option between aerating and not aerating. You just have to turn it like this, depending on which option you want. And then there is this filter that comes here in this little packet. You use one filter per bottle of wine. And let me just show you how the filter sits in the actual Ullo filtration system. So I already started to filter a bottle of wine. So this filter is a little bit saturated with wine right now, but I wanted to show you how it fits in. Basically, you separate this top housing from the bottom. Super easy to separate that. The filter goes in, and then this goes back on top. And you have to make sure it's snapped in securely, because if it isn't, what will happen is the wine will filter out of the sides, and you don't want that to happen. I mentioned there's an air and a non-air setting. So if you want to aerate your wine, you put it here, which I'm going to because it's a red. And if you don't, you switch it here, which if I were filtering a white, depending on the white, some of the whites I like to filter, others I don't. I won't go into details on a wine lesson here, but you might want to do a little research as to which wine should be aerated and which one should not. This sits right on top of this carafe, which is actually an Ullo carafe. You can actually purchase this from Ullo, but you can use your own carafe if you don't want to use the Ullo carafe, that's fine. And you can also filter right into a glass. So you have options. Then you just pour the wine through. You can see here, it sits a little bit in the well on top, but then it's filtering right through. You can see that coming down. It passes through the filtration system and comes right down into the carafe. And you want to you can use that one filter that I showed you, the one soft filter, for one bottle of wine. You saw the Ullo filter easily disassembles. It's dishwasher safe, which is great, or you can just wash it by hand, which is what we normally do. And it's made from food-grade BPA-free materials and doesn't add any chemicals or additives to the wine. It just purifies your wine, frees it from sulfites, and allows it to open up, and it preserves all the flavors that are in your wine. Ullo Wine Purifier, it's a fantastic tool if you love wine, and it works absolutely wonderfully. Definitely recommend this.